Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new episode of SkyBC2. We are back once again, something that I want to show you very quickly, guys, and that is a new building that I just created, as you can see back there. And what is that? Well, my friends, because we are going to do a mob farm and XP farm as well. As you can see, we have a 5x5 in here with dirt, and I will explain in a minute why. We have a stained glass to make sure everything is dark so mobs can spawn. I have placed here a absorption hopper as well, and I put to the east to collect items, as you can see in here as well. You can actually collect liquid as well, so you want your fluid, but in this occasion I'm going just to put the item there. And of course we have an oak drawer to make sure that we collect all the drops, and there's a good reason for that, and that is because we carry on with the series. Obviously we are going to need a few things to do soon, and we are going to need, of course, the wither skeleton skull at some point to do different types of things. So what we are going to do in this episode, well, we are going to just make sure that we create this spawner. To do that, well, we are going to need a couple of things, guys, in between, well, many others, that is for sure. But to begin with, we are going to need, of course, the mob masher. That is a really good thing that we are going to need. By the way, now that I see the diamonds that I need to collect anyway, because I don't have any on the system, look at this, my friends. If you remember, we did marble, we did diamond. As you can see, the diamond be working hard in there. The systems are working absolutely perfectly. Look at this, the amount of diamonds and the amount of marble that we have as well. My goodness, we have so many of these. You know what, I'm going to take all that out of here. I'm going to retrieve some of those as well. We don't need any of those. All these things that we can actually carry in the bag. You can see it's doing very, very well indeed. Look at this, and we are nearly full. One thing they want to check as well to make sure that everything is working correctly, and as you can see, is not, because we have those fluid tanks in there, but everything seems to be working perfectly fine, as you can see. Thank you very much. Let's put all this back into the system, and let's start creating this mob masher for the mob and XP farm, which we will convert it to an XP farm at some point as well. So let me get all that back into the system right there, and then now we will be able to make these things. So what we're going to need, we are going to need swords, iron swords. We're going to need quite a few of those. So you know what, I think I'm going to create quite a few, meaning that we may need to create like a good 20-25, and I will explain that why in future episode, guys. So I'm going to place some of those, as you can see in here, very quickly. Thank you very much. Going back to that, we are going to need some iron spikes, which is going to be very easy to make, and as you can see, it requires 3 iron swords already. And why are you doing this to me? Oh, we need the iron blocks, of course we did. Okay, so we are going to get 5 or 6 of those out of the way. We have plenty of iron, as you can see, 201 in there, so we should be able to make this thing happen. We are going to have 1 and 2, as you can see. Back to 8, we are going to need a block of redstone, I believe. Yeah, that's the only thing missing in here, and that is going to be easy enough to make one of those, because we have plenty of that as well. And with that, my friends, now we have the mob masher. Something else we are going to need is going to be a we have a lever here, but you know what, I think I'm going to make more of those. We're going to make, oh my goodness, what's going on? What's going on here? We're going to make a lever, which is very easy, as you can see. We are going to get another one of those, maybe even 3 of those as well. Something else that I want to do, actually, now looking at it, is that I think I'm going to create another thing, block of redstone, because we are going to have to activate the mob masher at some point. Something else that I would like to collect as well is 2 ways in doing this thing. One of those, we could actually get vector plates, and the way it works is that anything that steps on the actual vector plate gets pushed in the direction of the arrow. Or alternatively, we could do mob farms, and I think that those are going to be quite cool to do as well. So I'll show you how that works in a second. Let me put another one in there. We have so many of redstone anyway. Okay, so let me create, what is the matter now? What am I missing here? Oh, I'm missing the, oh my goodness. I'm missing those. So I'm going to need 2 of those, I think I'm going to use. So it's going to be 1 and 2. Something else that we are going to need is some upgrades. So that's going to be an important one that we do that as well. So I'm going to get, if you go to the AGI, and then type a fan, you can see actually we have here some upgrades, and I think I'm going to need a few of those. We don't have any feathers, which that is not very good at all. We're going to need some feathers to upgrade it, but to begin with, we can actually get on with that, and I'll show you how the idea that I have to build this thing. Something else that we are going to need is going to be the XP drain, a singularity tank. That's going very, very important. We have plenty of everything, I think. We need a singularity tank, and that's an important one that we do. And I think that we can actually, oh yeah, that's clear glass. So there you have it. You know what? I'm going to create 2 of those in there and in there, as you can see. What else we are going to do? We are going to need quite a few things to make this thing working correctly. That's what I'm trying to say. So, okay, guys. So one thing that we can do, of course, to make the ender eyes is to get these guys dropping ender pearls. So may as well do it very quickly. Let's try to get a few more. I think that we are going to need 2, I believe there was, if I remember correctly. So we have already 3 of those, and as you can see, that is the number 4. Something else we are going to need is going to be blaze powder, I believe. So combining those with the ender pearls, we can actually create the ender eyes, and that's what we are going to need, I believe. So let me see, we can actually get that blaze. Oh, we have 4 of those, but we have plenty of those. So you know what? Doing that, I think that we can actually get some more of those. I'm going to grab all of them in here. Now we are going to need them anyway. That is the way it's going to go. And with that, my friends, we have 1 and 2. That is all sorted as well. And hopefully we can create this thing now. Oh yes, we created it. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting little process and how to do this. So you know what? I'm going to put the singularity XP drainer. I'm going to put it somewhere here, and I will explain why we need it, guys. Be patient. Be patient. I will explain all of it. And you know what? I think that you're going to go in there. That's it. You're going to go in there for a second. So let's go put back all this DNA stuff in here, and we can get cracking, of course, with the mob farm. Of course, something else that we are going to need, of course, is going to be the GM chicken feed curse, because with that, we are going to feed a chicken that we have clocking around to obviously get the rotten egg, which creates a 5x5 area to dreadful dirt, and from that all the mobs will spawn. So very important that we do that. Now to create this, we have everything that we need, to the exception of XP bucket. So that is something that we are going to need for sure as well. As you can see, we have essence here. You can actually use the XP as well. So let's go back to very quickly. We are going to need some buckets. Let me see. We have buckets in here already. We have, oh my goodness. Oh, we already have 2 fluids in here. Thank you very much. I'm going to grab 2 of those. And in addition to that, I'm going to grab another of those as well. And this is going to be very simple. As long as you have XP on your XP bar, you can actually fill up the system with XP and then collect it on your bucket. So if you actually stop on the top, I want to show you in a second, night time is coming. If you stand on the top of the XP drain, eventually your XP will be converted into liquid right in here, and then you can actually pick it up with your bucket. Okay guys, as you can see, my XP is running dramatically. Let's go to 20 levels. Maybe that should be enough. There you have it. And how much we have in here? We have 1 and 2. So now we have all 4. There you have it. Thank you very much. Now we can actually create the GM chicken feed course, which is going to be very, very fun. And we need a chicken as well, by the way, because we are going to need feathers as well. And we have a few chickens around, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think that we have Herbert in here as well. There's Herbert. And we have that little guys. We have 2 or 3 chickens, so that is not going to be an issue at all. So with that in mind, now it's time to create that. Thank you very much. And now with that, it's time to select the luck chicken. And you know what? I think it's going to be this little fella here. So, boom. And as you can see, we have the feathers and we have the rotten egg that we need as well. Now we have the feathers as well, which is very, very interesting. My goodness, look at these guys. Oh, I don't think that is stop growing. No, I don't think it's, I think it's going on and on and on. So, you know, it is what it is. There you have it. Okay, so let me put that back again. We have done everything that we needed at the moment. Anything else that we need? I think that we wanted, of course, the upgrade for the fans as well. And we are going to need the distance upgrade. And as you can see, that is what we need. So I'm going to grab one of those very quickly. And with that, I think it's time to get into the mob farm and see if we can actually create these things happen. So the last thing that we are going to do is to apply the rotten egg. That's going to be important that we don't do that, because obviously it's not going to happen. So we have 2 mob farms. So 2 mob fans. One, I'm going to place it right in here. and I'm going to explain in a second why. We have one in there. And then the second one, I think I'm going to place it right in here. Okay, so I'm going to place it right there. In addition to that, we are going to need the 2 levers as well to activate these things. So there you have it. It's going to be, oopsie, going to be one in there. And the only thing they need to do now is being activated. And we are going to place this one in here as well. My goodness, as you can see, it's taking some type of form. Something else that we are going to need, of course, is the Masha. So this is the way it's going to work, guys. We are going to ensure that, look, if I click show area, you can see this is where the wind is going to blow and the strength of it as well. So keep in mind that the strength of it only reaches up to here. However, if we put the modifier into that, if I can remember where, there you have it, you can see that now comes even further up, and you can actually upgrade this a few times should you need it. Okay, so we are going to need another time because we are going to place the Masha in here as well. If I need to collect the red block obviously to put in here, that's what I'm trying to say. But this one, in addition, what we're going to do with this one is to enhance the width of it. So we are going to try to cover the whole 5x5. So everything on it will be pushed in here. And then this fan is going to push it to the Masha. I hope that makes sense, guys. So let's do that very quickly, and I'll be with you just in a second. Okay, guys, as you can see, well, we created the mob farm width upgrade, and so is the so that's the width, and that's going to be the distance upgrade as well, which is going to make the fans a bit stronger. Something else that we're going to need, of course, is going to be a red block of red stone. We are going to need one of those. So let's go back very quickly, set up these things with the hope that we can actually have a mob farm working. That is the idea. So this is going to contain, let me show you very quickly. If I'll tell you what we are going to do as well is very quickly, I'm going to set in here the redstone in there. That's going to be the way it's going to be. Now, one thing that we need to be careful of when you place this in here is that this will kill you, so don't get too close, and definitely don't activate the fans or the plates should you have plates in here as well. Okay, just some warning. So there you have it. I put all 6 in there, but you can see now it's getting right into it. I don't think that you need all 6 really, because yeah, it's going to be too much. But you can see to give you an idea how far this thing can go. And in addition to that, this is supposed to happen as well in this area here. So if I click show area, you can see now it's completely covering the whole thing. So let me show you if I take it away so you can have an idea what I'm talking about. As you can see, it's one single block in here. Once we apply the width upgrade, now of course it takes the whole area in here. So anything that spawns inside here is going to be pushed back here, and then these ones are going to push it to the mob Masha. However, we have a little gap in here. That means that we are going to need as well one of these strong modifiers, and as you can see now is definitely going to, in actual fact, is blowing all the way out here, so that's going to be too much. Let me grab one back, let me see if I can actually do this correctly. There you have it. 2 should be more than enough, exactly right to the edge of the entrance. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, well, we have everything that we need to have really ready to go. I think we have the levers, we have that, we got the absorption hopper. The only thing that we need to figure out if it's the east is the correct way of collecting these things. And you can have the offset, all these good things that you can actually set up as well. You see, show area will show you the area in which this thing is going to collect items from. So with that in mind, what we can do is just to select in a way, it's going to be this way, I think. You can see the box, the yellow box. So let me select that -3 maybe. That is going to fit very well in terms of the width. Now what we need to do is to set the other parameters, which I think is going to be, oh no, that is not going to be it. That's going to be the height of it. So this one is going to be the one, a tiny bit more maybe, just once more. There you have, that's the offset in there, and I think that that is going to work very, very well. Thank you very much. So let's go back, hide the area in there, and hopefully, my friends, this is going to work the way we want. So in addition to that, of course, we are going to need more black stained glass if I don't have anything here. So let's collect some in there, because as soon as we place the rotten egg into the ground, things are going to stop spawning or start spawning. So very important that we do that, my goodness. And with that, we are going to have this mob farm ready to go. And at the moment, I am only interested though in items. I'm not interested in XP, okay? So remember that as well. Maybe we can modify it later on to get XP. We have 20 levels and we don't really need XP here in this mod pack for very much at this point. So with that in mind, let me check very quickly that we are doing the right thing. Oh yeah, I think that we are doing the right thing. So we are going to need the stained glass. See if we can actually make some of that as well. My goodness. In the meantime, well, please leave the comment below. Which is the white one? I want the black stain. And please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be great as well. So let me get that going. And we are going to need that one. And we are going to need some black dye with some glass, obviously. And as you can see, we are going to have the black dye. I don't think that we have black dye. I don't think that we have enough clear glass either, as you can see. So let's make some of those. Okay, guys, so we are back. Let's make a couple of these things happen. Now we can actually create 8. I don't need more than those because what we're going to do is just need 2 of those to close, of course, that doorway in here. That's going to be important that we do that. So with that in mind, we have the rotten egg. I'm hoping we are not missing anything. We are going to right click on it, and then we are going to place these things in here very quickly. Oh my goodness. And you can see the ship is being trapped inside. Now we are going to obviously click in that fan in there. We are going to get that fan going in there. And as you can see, the ship is going straight into the thing as well. So I wonder if this is too light at the moment for this thing to start spawning, because nothing is happening at the moment, my friends. And let me show you very quickly. We could have as well a modifier for the mob masher as well. So keep that in mind as well. That could happen. Okay, well, let's see what happened. Maybe we need to change the glass as well. Let me stop the fans for a second. Let me make sure its light is out of here. Maybe all this light is having an impact on that, not too sure, but certainly should be working straight away. So with that in mind, let me see how we can actually fix this thing. Okay, guys, so we are back, and yeah, the difference was that the glass wasn't dark enough. But look at this, the amount of things inside there already. My goodness, we have Enderman, we have skeletons, all the good stuff. And with that, well, time to put this into practice, my friends. So time to collect some things. And as you can see, look at them all getting smashed in there. My goodness, the Enderman, for whatever reason, don't seem to be affected by it, but because they are too tall, they are stuck on there. That's interesting. That's something they did not think about, but as you can see, eventually they are going to get killed. Anyway, we can actually modify the top of that as well. And what we have in here, we have, you can see, definitely it's working correctly. As you can see, we are getting all these different drops in here, as you can see. My goodness, well, this is definitely working. This is the mod farm that I like to create when I make mod farms as well. It's going to create any type of mod farm as well, so don't think it's going to be that. If you want an easy access to your inventory, you can put a barrel in here or a simple chest, maybe a compact chest as well, could do the job as well. Sure, you wanted to do that. You can modify the mod masher to be a quicker killing the mobs as well. We are going to have to ensure that we put that a bit taller, but as you can see, they are getting killed as well. Something else that you could do is to put more strength as well. Let me see if we can actually do that. Maybe we can actually get that. Oh, I don't think it's necessary because effectively nothing is going to happen. But we are going to modify that for next episode, guys. I wanted to show you that very quickly because it's going to be important, of course, for future episodes. And that is because we are going to get into the apiaries. I think it's time that we change that. And between other things, we are going to need the nether start. And as you know, we are going to need, of course, to create different things. We are going to need a star ruby at some point, which how we are going to make this thing? Oh, well, it's going to be a bit complicated to do. A starry honey block. We can make a few things in here. Say, how make a starry honey block? A starry honey block is... Oh, a starry honey. How we do a starry honey? My goodness. Okay, and how we are going to do this thing, because I have no idea how to do this. Okay, guys, so, well, we are going to have to look into that. But the apiary is going to be maybe next episode. As I said, we are going to need a few things. Something else that we are going to need, of course, I wanted to do the skeleton bee as well, because we wanted to create different things. But as you can see now, we are going to have plenty of resources from the mobs drops. My goodness, so there you have it. That's pretty much how it's going. I wanted to show you very quickly how to make a mob farm should you want to create one. And by the way, you can actually change the settings as well in terms of the sound. You can make it a bit quieter, which we will do that at some point as well. I'll show you how to do that. But in the meantime, well, I think that we reached now the end of the episode, guys. So there you have it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next daily upload, guys. Until then, take great care.